This is why a lot of people don't like me, because I use Kark, and so everybody thinks Kark is so good. So I'm directly responsible to misleading all of the new players. I should use Aurora, Dante, Celeste, Sebastian, Isaac only. Right. Again, it's a different kind of conversation. If if the conversation is about efficiency versus leveling what you enjoy.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Had a conversation with the developer this morning about why the Astrid and Lucas rework ultimately isn't going to matter. It's actually a fun thing to talk about. Glad to get an easy win there, for sure. Reworks like Astrid and Lucas, they're designed to get people to play Astrid and Lucas. Right? We can all agree that's the reason why. That's the use case. Astrid and Lucas is underrepresented. Even in the most powerful faction in the game, they are underrepresented. And the developer saw Tim and I and KitKat discussing Astrid and Lucas this morning, and they jumped in and said, yeah, we hope that we see more people use them. So I was telling them, I was like, a hero is going to be popular to new players if they get a rework, right? Popular to new players if they get a rework. New heroes are going to be popular to new players as well. To get the older players on board with a rework or a new hero, the hero has to be significant in almost all aspects of the game, right? It is not enough. It is not enough that a hero is good at countering a specific line. And a perfect example of this is Sebastian and Isaac on Facebook and web. And I know we're kind of talking about mobile rework here, but this is going to be for new heroes and reworks in general. If Sebastian and Isaac, they're very strong heroes, incredible heroes, and really on all versions of the game. But Isaac counters magic damage teams very, very significantly on Facebook and web. And Sebastian counters control-heavy teams significantly on Facebook and web. But if they didn't have a significant role in PvE stuff as well, then you're not going to get widespread adoption, because there already was counters to the twins. There already was counters to ODH. On mobile, there are already counters to Fafnir Artemis. There are already counters to the Julius Judge Isaac team. There are already counters to those teams. Heroes that are already there, that people are already leveling up. So the new hero or the reworked hero has to be significant in all versions of the game. So I'm talking about Hydra, the tower, on some level of the tower in the campaign, Outland for sure, and player versus player, right? And on Facebook and web, the hero has to be significant fighting against Osh in the city of Asgard. It has to be. You could argue that Sebastian and Isaac are the best two heroes in the game. Must have heroes on Facebook and web, right? Nobody's going to argue with that. But is it more so because they are absolutely required for the City of Asgard event as well? So how good is Astrid and Lucas against the Hydra? Are they so good that they're way better than any other option? They provide an armor artifact, another tank up front. Is it that they are that much better? And they've got to be significantly better, right? It's got to be a huge jump in order for long-term players to adopt a reworked hero. Astrid will tank Hydra incredibly easily now, so long as Astrid herself is strong enough to survive the AoE. So it's got to be physical attacking AoE though, right? It can't be any magic damage because she just falls over to magic damage. Isaac and Sebastian are one of the best in game on Facebook and web, both for PvE and PvP, exactly. Astrid and Lucas is the most unused hero on my server. Also, Heidi, never see anyone using him either. Right. And if Heidi got another rework, which Heidi got a rework, 2 Christmases ago or whatever it was, I'm going to say the same thing. And I'll continue to say this. Every time a new hero is released, they have to have a strong use case in PvP, and they have to have a strong use case in player versus environment, in-game, high-level player versus environment stuff. Otherwise, they're not going to be an efficient hero to level. It's not going to be worth it to level Astrid and Lucas. I cannot imagine a situation where Astrid and Lucas is going to take over if they got a rework on Facebook and web. I cannot imagine any instance at all, because they will not be good against Osh. Single target damage, is Elmir good against Osh? I don't think he is he? I think Chi Mao is okay though, right? I don't know. The one that stuns will be the weakest, but any other she can tank. As always, need a healer, of course. Would you say that this is something that players should look at when choosing a hero at this time for Tart, as he's only good in PvP? Arguably, yeah. if we're having the conversation about the more efficient heroes to level, instead of the conversation about which heroes you want to level, right? Because about a dozen messages a day I get people asking me, well, let me see here. What do I have? I have 5 message requests since this morning. Hi, I just started a month ago. I found your channel. I have these heroes. Help me build a team. Another one. Hi, Charlie. I really love your content. I'm a huge fan of yours. Could you help me make a better team? Here are my favorite 5 heroes. Here's another one. Hello, are you available to help possibly with some specific individual guiding on this team? And I get these messages all day long. So, you know, if you're choosing to level a hero, and this is a big reason why Kark is kind of frowned upon, because, you know, he's not good against the Hydra. He's not good against City of Asgard, Osh. He's arguably not even that good in PvP. You know, because of Axel and Anvari and, you know, a number of other things. Double, triple artifact teams. The most efficient heroes to level. It's probably a good video to do. The Hydra attacks 5 times with his auto attack, and the breath hit once. So once Lucas is up, he will stay up so long as the Astrid is still alive. Any hero is good if you find a good team to surround it. Yeah, but Zol, that's not true though, because Kark is not good versus Osh, and Kark is not good versus the Hydra. This is why a lot of people don't like me, because I use Kark, and so everybody thinks Kark is so good. So I'm directly responsible to misleading all of the new players. I should use Aurora, Dante, Celeste, Sebastian, Isaac only. There are 59 other heroes to beat Hydra. Okay, Zol, but as a new player, do I say, you love Kark, new player, you're also going to need this team of 5 heroes, not including Kark, right? Again, it's a different kind of conversation. If, you know, again, if the conversation is about efficiency versus leveling what you enjoy. Like I'm probably very, very far off from contributing against this Hydra in this guild, but that's okay because we're beating all of the Hydra heads in this guild, so they don't need me to do that. So I'm free to play the heroes that I want to play. All right, that's why heroes that are both good against PvP and PvE are must-have heroes in a lot of people's opinions. Always have to adapt.